Ladies and gentlemen, my name is the Valiant David Kaufman, and I'm here to talk about The Flash. Now, I think I watched it like last week, so I wanted to see people's like a lot of reviews first before I talk about the movie fully. And surprisingly, this movie's getting a lot of hate. Now I get because Ezra Miller and stuff. The movie people don't want to watch the movie because of Ezra Miller, but honestly, the movie was really good. Like like I know sometimes the CGI look goofy. I get like he kind of look stupid, like how he stands, like he puts his foot up for whatever reason. Man looks like some flamingo. I don't know why does that. He does that, but honestly, the movie was like, I mean, like for DC, it was really good. But one thing that I just wanted to say is I did like during the movie. I was watching the movie. I was thinking about how does Nora die, because they don't show, they just find her knife in the chest. So obviously, because we all know, I'm pretty sure everyone who's a fan of Flash knows that Reverse Flash kills his mother. So so I assume that that's what happened. But I think it's still the case. It's just they didn't show. That's why during the movie I was confused. Like I was like, did she stab herself? Because according to the movie, if she doesn't forget the tomato sauce, I'm sorry, I should have said like spoilers. I'm gonna put spoilers in the title. Kind of forgot about that part. But so according to the movie, if she doesn't forget the tomato sauce, the dad's there, so she doesn't get murked. Like, that seems pretty cool, but he ain't about to beat Reverse Flash. Even the prison training is not gonna do that. Or maybe Reverse Flash is just allergic to tomato sauce. You heard it here, guys. See, when Flash 2 comes out, which I don't know if that's gonna even happen, and Reverse Flash says, I was allergic to tomatoes, that's why I couldn't do something. Like tomato sauce. I was allergic to tomato sauce. Barthon is allergic to them. Maybe in the future tomato sauce is poisonous. I don't know. I mean, it didn't make sense. Maybe they're gonna explain it, but I think they could have easily just shown him. They didn't have to like have him like lose or anything, but they should have just showed him in there, because I get they're trying to save him for this Flash 2, but I don't even know that's gonna happen. We don't even know if Flash 2 is gonna come out. Thinking from a director's point of view, you know the origin. Everybody knows the origin. So why is it you trying to make it like you're trying to make it seem like nobody knows, and it's a mystery. Like, oh, we don't know who killed Nor Allen, when everyone clearly knows. And also, you don't even know 100% that there's gonna be a sequel, and obviously, there's probably most likely not gonna be a sequel, especially if Ezra Miller stays. So, and that was kind of stupid. They could have had him. Like, I'm not even saying from the show, just like have their own Reverse Flash. It would not have been that hard. But whatever. Um, I guess my problem with the movie is they focused way too much on Zod. And I feel they should have, because what I assume from watching trailers is that Zod's gonna be in there, but he's not gonna be a big threat. They're gonna take, he's gonna be there. It's gonna be, oh wow, that's crazy. Zod's back. They're gonna defeat him, and then they're gonna show the real villain, or they're gonna move on to someone else. But they didn't. They really. I get Zod's a big threat. Man of Steel, like Zod was a really big threat, and he did kill thousands of people. But this is the Flash movie. Zod should not be such a big part of a Flash movie. But I guess maybe because he was the first DCEU villain, so maybe they're just trying to pay homage, which I get it. I like Zod, but man should not have been the main villain. Should not have been such a big villain for Flash. I did honestly say what you want about Ezra Miller, but he did, or whatever they did, whoever, did a very good job at portraying the older Barry and the younger Barry, and the difference that they showed between what would happen, what would happen if Barry had his mother and what happened that he didn't. So they had a very good dynamic and showed, like, I think they did the characters very well, especially Michael Keaton Batman. It's just, again, they didn't market it. I mean, they didn't have that big star to come on like market and have talk shows about the movie. Spider Man would have like Tom Holland and Zendaya. They would always have like people to talk or advertise for the movie. Here, obviously, not gonna get Ezra. No one's gonna want, and no one's gonna want to hear anything from Ezra Miller. Michael Keaton, I don't know if you would even care to do that, but that's besides the point. And Supergirl, I didn't mind Supergirl. The actress did a good job with her. It's just they marketed her as a main character, yet she really didn't. She just came in and got beat. So one thing I was confused like while I was watching the movie. Now I kind of understand. Is how are they losing to Zod? Like, I'm not trying to say Zod was weak, because Zod was pretty strong. Superman had a hard time beating him. But we have Supergirl, who's kind of supposed to be a strong Superman. Batman, who, I mean, maybe it's not the same Ben Affleck, but he has been able to find a way to defeat Superman. I'm like Kryptonite. I don't know why he didn't think about that part. And the Flash, who should pretty much be unstoppable. It didn't make really sense how they lost. Yeah, now looking back, I understand that Superman had more he had more sunlight because he lived on Earth longer. That's why he became stronger. Rather, Supergirl was like for a few hours she got the sunlight, so she wasn't like super strong, and she didn't master her powers. So I kind of get it, and also like I guess, but but Michael Keaton's Batman was a chef's kiss in this movie. He was amazing. Like, I didn't know how to feel. Like, how they gonna make him interesting? Like, especially just Batman. I don't know what to expect, but he was pretty good. One missed opportunity was not to have a Ben Affleck Batman and Michael Keaton Batman interact. Like, I know it wouldn't make sense to our story, like how that happened, or they could have done it. Honestly, they had both of them in the movie. They could have had them talk. That would have and I heard they were trying to get Christian Bale, but he didn't want to. I get it. I get it. He does. He's already done with Batman. He did the 3 movies. That's it. Would have been amazing if he was in there, but nah. The opening scene was pretty cool. How did I forget the baby scene? Nah, I cannot lie. That baby scene was too strange, bro. Like, first of all, the babies look like dolls for like most of the time, and second of all, bro, I do not want to see Ezra Miller freaking saving babies. Sir. And it made this dumb weakness for him that he can't carry something because it's gonna burn. Which I guess somewhat makes sense, but bro, it just proves like what everyone says. The Flash's greatest enemy and biggest weakness is the writer. The writer will just write anything to make the Flash weaker. When it does, like, but bro, it was super funny, bro. When bro ran and was naked, we all saw some Ezra cheeks. I did not want to see that. I did not think I wanted to see that. I still do not want to see that. But bro, that was funny, bro. Bro came with a pie, scarred the neighbor or downstairs neighbor, or whatever. But the movie was really funny though. I can say that confidently. That movie was very funny. It was really good. It wasn't really the comedy wasn't forced like some other movies we know. But and we got to see Gal Gadot Wonder Woman for the last time. It really sucks that they all getting rebooted. Henry Cavill was literally perfect for Superman, and I almost forgot. Apparently, I heard this. Henry Cavill Superman and Gal Gadot Wonder Woman were gonna be in a movie, and it was gonna set up Man of Steel 2 was gonna be Superman and Supergirl, and Wonder Woman 3. But I have faith in James Gunn. James Gunn is amazing director. He made Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, actually all of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and the Suicide Squad movies, so I have confidence in what he can do. That's a different conversation. But, and the villain, the plot twist of the villain was very interesting. Barry was trying to go run back in time, and we start to realize, okay, they're getting murked. That actually shocked me. I didn't think they were gonna start getting killed. I thought they were gonna, I don't know, not get killed. But, then we saw, like, a Savitar kind of character, like an evil Barry that's not really Barry, like a different. If you watch the show, you know what I mean. But, it was a good plot twist, except nothing really happened with it. Like, there should have been some big fight scene or something. I get it would have been way too much CGI, especially with them running around. But I just realized something. We didn't get really any speedster fights, like, speedster versus speedster fight. Like, it was a cool plot twist, but, like, it was cool, they revealed, and then he killed himself, which. But and then they showed all these worlds, which is pretty cool. The CGI was kind of strange, but was so strange looking back. They put Jay Garrick, and I'm not sure because I watched the movie only once, so I'm basing this off of the knowledge from last week when I watched it. But I'm pretty sure I saw Jay Garrick, and not like traditional Jay Garrick, but the one from the show that's Zoom. I'm pretty sure, right? You telling me they were able to get Zoom, Jay Garrick, but not Grant Gustin? Because what I assumed, I was thinking, okay, maybe, because if you remember Crisis on Infinite Earths, the crossover, Flash meets Ezra Miller Flash, and there's a cool confrontation, and he discovers the multiverse. So that's what I thought, okay, maybe in this movie, Ezra's gonna discover something, he's gonna find the other Barry, and then that's how he's gonna discover but time traveling and multiverse. But no. I feel like there was missed opportunities, because they marketed this as basically DC's version of No Way Home, but it wasn't really like that. Because, honestly, I think there should have been one more person on that team, because it was, okay, the team was Barry, Supergirl, and Batman. Which is okay team, but there should have been someone else. Maybe they could just be nitpicking. But, also, the fight scenes were pretty cool. And, I'm trying to remember, because I watched this movie, like, last week. The suit looked decent at some point, but some points it looked goofy. But, honestly, I wouldn't have minded if they just kept the suit from the Justice League movie. That suit was pretty. It was really good. I liked the suit. Like, it worked well. The helmet looked good. It just looked kind of iffy here. And also, I know they not introduced because Iris was in the Snyder Cut, but they put a dynamic between Iris and Flash. It's cool, I guess. They're gonna have Iris be a thing, and they had this and really showed this phone call with Barry and his dad, and yeah, Barry he's not focusing on his life. One problem is it just felt like they kind of copied that from the show. I'm pretty sure they did that on the show where the dad is saying you have to move on and stuff, focus on your own life, which I guess makes sense. It's technically based on the comics and Flashpoint, so it makes sense. Honestly, I think in somewhere in the future we have to see a live action Flashpoint. The story just is so different than what you used to, and I feel like they could have easily done that. But this was fine. I'm not trying to say this was bad. I'm just saying I feel like they could have done the original Flashpoint. Again, just that was kind of nitpicking. Honestly, I feel like people were overhating it, probably just because Ezra Miller. It was a really good movie. But the only problem is, not the only problem, but at the end, we see George Clooney, and it turns out Barry didn't learn his lesson, and change the timeline so they could have evidence for his dad, and that he gets out of jail. And then he end up in the Clooneyverse for whatever reason. So I probably Barry's gonna change that. I don't even know how they're gonna set it up. Like, I feel like it just could have been easier if they just Barry learned his lesson. But and they showed Aquaman in the post credit scene. They had this ring. I'm not sure what it means. It's probably gonna mean something in the second Aquaman in this Aquaman movie. Honestly, if it looks like Aquaman's gonna be pretty bad, or just mid. But it I feel like it didn't really feel like a big DC EU like ending. Like, how do I say it? Like, conclusion. But maybe again, probably just nitpicking. Overall, the movie was good. The character dynamics was actually way better than I thought it was gonna be. And people are hating on this movie way too much. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like, subscribe, click the notification bell so I don't put my hand in you. Not like that. Not like that. Chill. Like, I mean, like, reverse flash. So, see you guys. Remember to like the video, subscribe. I'm gonna say peace, but why would I say that? Valiant out.